So, my goal with our Christmas light display this year is to fill the dark spots or black holes in my display. The darkest spots, like many people, are on my roof. Now, I do have some items on my roof, but there are many voids. So, I thought that adding several large lighted snowflakes to the roof would help brighten this area up. But here's one issue: to buy large snowflakes can be very expensive. Here's one that is only 3 feet in size with 218 lights for $210. Here's another one, 4 foot snowflake, on sale for $299. I put together this short video to show how you can make your own 4 foot snowflake with 200 LED mini string lights for around $35 to $40. So let's get into it. I started with some corrugated plastic boards. That's the same material used for yard signs or realtor signs, so it will hold up in the weather. I was able to find large sheets of these, 4 foot by 8 foot, at Home Depot. Now, these are not very common, so many Home Depots do not keep these in stock. The Home Depot closest to me didn't have any, so I searched online and found another Home Depot in the area with these sheets of coral. Good thing is, since these are not big sellers, they were on clearance for under $20 a sheet. So search around. Some stores might have things on sales that other sister stores do not. These pieces of coral are not too thick, so I ended up cutting the sheets in half and then gluing them together with some Gorilla Glue, making 4x4 squares. Double thickness, so that was good. I ended up buying 3 large sheets so I could make 3 large snowflakes. I then had to figure out a design on how my string lights will line up in a continuous pattern and then look like a snowflake. So you can see in my template here that there were several things crossed out as I worked through these patterns. This actually took the most time of this whole project. Once I had the pattern down though, I drilled the holes out for the lights. My pattern ended up having 198 holes. So with 2 strings of 100 count lights, I have 2 extra bulbs tucked away at the back of the prop. Once I figured out the pattern I wanted for the snowflake, I just laid the template over the other pieces of coral and drilled holes through those. I then took a straight edge and penciled in a snowflake pattern around the bulb holes, creating the snowflake design. I then cut these out with a simple utility knife. The next challenge was thinking about how I was going to mount these to the roof. I decided to install 4 large grommets in each snowflake where I could tie a wire to them and take the wire over the peak of the roof and tie them to sandbags, which will be out of sight. Then it was time to push the mini lights through the holes. Sorry, no pictures or videos here, but I'm sure you can figure out how to do this. Once that was done, I thought, how can I raise this up slightly? All the wires aren't pressed against the roof of the house. I thought I could install some kind of post on the bottom, but where can I get these? Then I had a brilliant thought. I have all these large vinyl spacers that come with mounts to hang TVs on walls. Most of us don't use all that comes with the mounts, so I have a lot of these in my garage since I don't throw anything away. So I just put a bolt through these spacers with a washer and a nut on the other side, and bam, I've got some posts that will help keep the snowflakes slightly raised from laying down flat, raised a little bit on top of the roof that will allow any rain to pass underneath and keep all the wires relatively dry. And that's all there is to it. Of course, we'll have to see if these snowflakes hold up throughout the Christmas season. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you decide to try it out for yourself, leave me a comment on how it went. Have fun decorating.